It's always hard when you go on live. It takes a little while to kick in, so I don't know if I'm here or not, if I'm talking to myself. Apologies for the late start. I lost my phone charger, phone was dead and I couldn't get on. I've also been trying to get hold of Mary. Mary, if you're watching, if you're out there, please try and watch and then I can add you. If not, I'm just going to start without her. I'm not going to talk here long. Most of the people I'm talking to today will be well aware of Kashmiri political prisoners. So I don't really have to go in any depth on that. We all know that. As many of you may know or may not know, we've been campaigning as Let Kashmir Decide for a year now, with the support of other organisations, for the release of Yasin Malik and all political prisoners, with an online petition, but also an on-ground signature campaign. And we have seen people in Azad Kashmir, in America, places in Europe, in UK and in Scotland on the ground, actually talking to the people, having the petition and gaining signatures from people on that petition. And this was based on the idea that Yasin Malik walked across Azad Kashmir and managed to collect 1 million signatures for the looking for the freedom of Kashmir. And we don't have in a year anywhere near even that amount. So I think today I just really want to talk about the campaigning and how we can raise that awareness, because I think that is crucial. Quite a few people have commented on the fact, because we wanted to lead, we're going to lead with the face of Yasin Malik, which is vital. He's a leader of, democracy, self-determination for the Kashmiri people. Ultimately, his ideology is freedom, but he looks through democracy for everybody to have their say. And of course, sadly, is sitting in Tahar jail right now. And so by encompassing all the Kashmiri prisoners, we've got, there's so many of them. There are so many of them. So it's that mass attack so I think really, as we launch this, and, I'm disappointed that Mary's not here, so I think we'll come back another time, because there was a lot of things that we want to discuss, and Mary does have amazing insight. And that's the beauty of us all working here as a team. We can all take ownership of the campaign for the freedom of political prisoners and how we might want to approach that, but knowing that there are people right across the world that are doing that in different ways. So today, for example, if we all take the action of just sharing the names on your social media posts, or creating a post about a political prisoner or Yasin Malik, and putting his face out there, simple text with it. So let's say it is Yasin Malik, free Yasin Malik is what we're going with for one of the hashtags. Then a picture of him, hashtag free Yasin Malik, and just share it on your post. You might want to share a background with it for people that you reach, because we have to reach beyond the Kashmiri diaspora. That's where we're at now. So today's move is really any posts you see, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, share them. And if we're all doing that, it doesn't matter if you've got friends that are on your post and you're worried that you're going to upset them with the human rights activism. Don't, because these people are suffering in jail, and what's happening to them is more vital that we get out the news, on our social medias, and that everybody's joining it at once. I think at this stage we're connected with lots of people. We have lots of ideas for the ways forward, but we want more and more people to be part of that. So anybody watching this today, pop your ideas below this post. What's been missing before and what do we need to do now? We know it's not in our mainstream media. We know that ideally if we could get a celebrity or somebody that's well known behind this cause, politicians behind this cause, we can raise the profile further. But we know the challenges there are obviously the economic power of India is, Kashmir, you mentioned the name Kashmir, even with political circles in the United Kingdom, they don't want to know. It's hushed up. We've seen the Labour Party change their policies on it. We're seeing Boris Johnson going shortly to India to strengthen, I think it's defence, something to do with the defence and probably economic talk as well. So we've got a big battle. And as I say, it's not in our media, because our media are all part of the establishment, strong Indian lobby and the backside. So we're not under an illusion that this is going to be easy. This is not going to be easy. But if we all do it together and we all do it at the same time and we all do it in our own ways, you can do it under your own platform, under your own group. We're not dictating in terms of, this is not about let Kashmir decide. This is about free Kashmiri political prisoners. And we're also talking beyond that, you know, look at the journalists, look at human rights activists, look at the people that have stood for the freedom and for democracy. Look at, even yesterday or a couple of days ago, arresting a research academic. So how ridiculous this is now getting. So it's vital, really, from my Western perspective. What we don't see so much is the name Kashmir. People, to some degree, don't even know what's happening. So on the journey to, you know, our ultimate aim is to see Kashmiri prisoners released, the world's eyes open to the injustice of it, that this is happening today. You know, in this campaign, people's desire for ideology, it's not so massive. Obviously it will inform, but it is about the political prisoners and how we set about campaigning for releasing these political prisoners. So obviously there's the online signatures, we've got the on-ground signature campaign, which we will post up. People can write their own. There is nothing to stop somebody typing up, you know, it's a brief background of it. Hashtag free Yasin Malik, free all political prisoners. Someone might want to protest for Aisha, I can't remember her name, another political prisoner, and make that their goal. I think it's about a unified effort, a united effort, and using people's experience, what they know, what has worked for you in your areas when you're coming to raise awareness. So for me, getting on the streets of Glasgow with a stall, with information, Kashmiri flags, leaflets, posters. People are very friendly and they come over to talk and see what you're doing, or you can go up to them in the street. And if you have your signature campaign, it's amazing how many signatures you can collect in an hour. But not only have you collected signatures, but let's say you got 100 signatures. You've informed 100 people of the situation in Kashmir and what's happening and what your target is. One of those people, or every one of those 100 people, will go home, they'll be with their family, they'll be with their friends, they'll meet work colleagues. There's a very high chance they'll tell the story. So step by step we get there. So today the action I would just like everybody to take is to make the awareness that there will be this worldwide campaign, that, you know, we have to make it vigorous and robust, and we will share more of what we're doing along the way. I mean, this isn't going to solve with a week. This is going to be a struggle, but we need to make it hard hitting. Like I said, if anybody has any ideas below for things we can do, how we can approach this, you know, so examples of writing to our MPs, writing to our world governments, if everybody's doing that at the same time, when we come to do that, it will have an impact. So today, on all your social media platforms, you know, use the hashtags free Kashmiri political prisoners and hashtag free Yasin Malik, hashtag free whichever prisoner you might want to take and highlight and bring forward, raise the awareness of them. So just share. Today it's sharing that this campaign is starting. Think of people that maybe you've never told before. Who can you inform that is new? Who do you know that campaigns for other issues that might take this on? And that's really what we need to do. Bring this to the fore. And wherever you are campaigning, please, you know, if it's under the same hashtag, free Kashmiri political prisoners, hashtag free Yasin Malik, we can all search that hashtag and find the work that people are doing, and we can share it and we can highlight it. So tag me in any of your posts, share me any of your posts, and hopefully the encouragement is we know we're not alone in doing that, because one person alone can't do anything. We all have to do it together. If we make it about all Kashmiri political prisoners, then there should be no divide across any of the ideologies. We are covering all political prisoners. which hopefully will stop the nonsense of we can't join a platform with this people or this people. This is about humanity. This is about human beings suffering in jail, and that's what we need: unity from every Kashmiri, every person with a heart that cares, and to build this. So share the word today, and thank you for listening. And if you post any ideas below that you may have that will raise this campaign, that would be great. And hopefully next time I'll be here with Mary. Okay, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.